going to have a crack. He is, you know. Oh, I say! Brilliant! That is schoolboy's own stuff. Oh, I bet even he can't believe it.
Good morning and good morning to you all. Welcome to this Good Morning Tottenham Away video. I hope you guys are good. Tuesday morning video. I didn't do one yesterday, guys. Bank holiday Monday, and I thought spend the day with the family. But I hope you guys did enjoy yesterday's evening Monday night pod with myself and the boys. There was much to talk about. If you missed it, head over to our YouTube channel and you can re-see the Monday night pod right there. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Hit the like to the Monday night pod and then come here right now and hit the like to this video. So guys, it is indeed match day. We got Fulham away in the second round of the cup. The second round of the Carabao Cup, so it's not even the third round. We get to sit for another whole round. So I've heard what Postecoglou has had to say in merit of there will be changes to the side, guys. We was chatting about this yesterday, a little bit about this as well, and some of us deemed it was right that we should make some changes to give others the opportunity to play, those who have played least minutes, and give them the opportunity to play in a cup, to get them feel involved, really, because we've been using sort of the 12, 13 players in the previous games, and the others really have had to sit out and watch, from out looking in. So maybe today was the opportunity to make those changes, and Ange Postecoglou has led to believe that there will be those changes. Others others have said, this is a second round, guys, and this is a cup that we should be taking seriously. In a game where you're in or you're out, you don't mess about, you don't take those chances, certainly not so early in the season. And we should keep the best team, the best 11, the best team that's been playing up to now, who has done us good. Why mess about with it and unnecessarily? Especially given that those players are available, why mess about with it? These are trained athletes, fit athletes. They should be able to play, given it was so close to Saturday, they should be able to play on Tuesday night. And make perhaps the changes for the Burnley game in the next game. Let me know your thoughts in that merit. So we go through, we look into the changes that could be made, and the area that I feel, I will tell you what I think Postecoglou will do, in my opinion, and then I will give you the team that I would go with. And then, of course, let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree, and let me know what team you would field. Taking in everything that we've just spoken about on here to this moment. I would definitely keep Vicario in goal. I would not take... I would definitely keep the back four as there have been. I don't think we should be messed. And Basuma in front. I think goalkeeper, Basuma, and the back four, we should remain untouched. In my opinion, that the more they play together, the more the understanding grows, and the more solid defensively we are, because we haven't conceded any goals in the last two games. So I will give continuity in that area. Definitely start Basuma. Perhaps we could bring in Lo Celso for Maddison. That's a change that I would be happy to do. No problem. To do that, to give Lo Celso minutes, because I feel he deserves it given what we've seen of him in pre-season. He's featured very little so far, so definitely I would include him. I wouldn't mind either one between Højbjerg Højbjerg or Skip to be playing. But having said that, many would argue that Sarr should be, he's in good form. Why not keep playing him? But that's what I would like to change. And if I'm going to make so that's the midfield there. The other changes I would probably make would be in the wide areas. I would bring Solomon and Perisic in and play Son through the middle. That's the likely changes that I would make. But I feel that Postecoglou is going to go with Emerson. I'm torn whether he's going to stick with Vicario or go with Foster, depending on what conversations have been had and who was told what. If Foster perhaps is going to play in the cup games and Vicario will play the league games, I don't know. If there aren't those sort of agreements, but I think Postecoglou might stick with Vicario. I think Emerson will come in for Porro. I think he might stick it out with the two centre-backs. I don't feel Sanchez nor any other players going to come in for those two. Arguably, would you put Sanchez in there? I don't know, man. I would stick. I think he will stick with those two centre-backs. Now, Davis at left-back for Udogie. He'll be up against Adama Traore. So that's a tough client to be dealing with. Can Davis deal with someone like Adama's strength and power and pace? Not sure. I think he might go with Davis, but as you know, I will stick with Udogie. In midfield, I think he will go with Skip, Højbjerg and Lo Celso. I think he'll change all the midfield up and play those three. I think he will stick with Richarlison, Perisic on the left, and I think some will get rested tonight. I think Solomon will play. So Richarlison, Perisic and Solomon. I think those are the three we would go with. So that's the 11 that I think Postecoglou will go with. I've given you my 11. Give me your 11 that you would go for. Would you make some changes? Who would you play instead? Or would you stick with the 11 that's got us, has done really well in the first 3 games of the league season? The other thing I want to talk about is Brennan Johnson. We seem to be linked heavily with Brennan Johnson. We've seen the 43 million plus add-ons have been allegedly refused by Brentford, according to reports. There looks like it's going to be a 50 million. It's going to be to price him out of Nottingham Forest. We're looking at the 50 million mark. Are we going to offer that money? They know that we got the money from the Kane deal. Are we going to offer that money to get Brennan Johnson? Listen, let me know your thoughts on Brennan Johnson. I've only seen him on one season. He played last season. Has he done enough for me to warrant that 50 million price tag? Not so convinced. Do I think there's a player in there? There is. For sure, he can do really well. But is he worth 50 million right now? Or would I prefer to be that 50 million to be spent to bring another striker in? I will put it all on another striker. Personally, right, nothing taken away of Brennan Johnson. But if Ange wants him, and that's the money we're looking to have him to spend for it, to please our manager, then bring him in. But I'm a bit torn on this one here because I haven't seen enough to say, yeah, he's worth that 50 million price tag, albeit that he's a player that clearly is done really well and he will continue to do well. I'm sure he will grow in time. Is he someone I will spend that 50 million right now? The answer is no. I would go towards a striker. Højbjerg is another one that's is looking, there's talks of him moving to Atletico Madrid or Man United are looking to bring him in. We can cash in on him for sure. I think we should cash in on him, but I would like to think that we'll reinvest that money into bring someone else in. Players out, very little movement, very little talk of players leaving. There isn't a single player that I recall to date that's looking to leave Tottenham Hotspur right now. I'm looking at players like perhaps Dyer, Sanchez, Tanganga, Spence. I don't know. There's so many players. You've got 7, 8 players there that not really part of the squad, not really part of the project moving forward with Ange Postecoglou. It remains to be seen what happens in the remaining few days left of the transfer market. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know your team. Would you make the changes? Would you not? Would you stick with the 11? Or would you think this is the time to do it? I don't believe in the match in or out. Where we know that you're talking about in or out. If you mess it up, you're out of the cup. I think it's too soon to be going out of the cup or taking any kinds of risk. Keep the first 11 and then perhaps make the changes with the Premier League match. So if you do drop points, you have other matches during the season to make them up. In the cup, you're in or you're out. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like, comment and subscribe. And as always, forever always, it's come on you Spurs.
The first game we look for, Robbie. Tottenham away. When we got Tottenham away. Tottenham away. When we got Tottenham away.